7 wireless devices a day, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 120 megabits per second internet from Adams Cable Service. It's a speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
Time for championship basketball here in Carbondale. It's the 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic title game, the Mid-Valley Spartans and the Lakeland Chiefs. And Glenn, how ironic is it that we're broadcasting the championship game here tonight, and guess who I saw today? Kay Turonis.
Wow.
I saw her at the grocery store, and we had a nice chat. We talked for about 15 minutes, had a nice talk about the holidays, and then about Pete Turonis, and what a great time it was. It was nice to talk to her. She can't make it here to the gym tonight, but she is tuned in on Channel 7, and she will be watching the replays. So, Kay, I hope you're home nice and comfortable, and hope you enjoy the broadcast. And, you know, I was asking Kay, how tall was Pete? And she said he was about 6'9", and he had a size 15 shoe. And I said, Kay, if I put that on my foot, it would be like a snowshoe. And she started laughing. She goes, absolutely.
You know, I spoke to her myself because I had to drop something off at her house, and she said it's unbelievable that it's 47 years, and she's been around for most of them. And back in the day, when the master was still with us, we had some great times up in his house after games. Well, we probably played them over 4 times before we went home at night. So, but he was a good man. I tell you, a great family, the Turonis family. This should only be named after the Pete Turonis. There's no question about it.
And for those of you listening, of course, the tournament honors the late Pete Turonis, who coached at Carbondale Benjamin Franklin and was the first head basketball coach at Carbondale area in 1969 right through 1986. And, of course, he led Carbondale St. Rose to a 1955 Class A state championship. He scored over 1,000 points, had a career average of 16 points a ball game. And in the 1955 season, Pete Turonis scored over 20 or more points 8 times. And he just had a great career on the basketball court. And following the 1969-70 Carbondale fell jointure, as Carbondale head coach, Pete Turonis led his teams to 254 wins in 17 seasons, had some great teams, and we honor his memory here tonight at the legendary Pete Turonis Gym. So we have a great matchup for you on tap tonight. It's Mid-Valley and Lakeland, and we mentioned that Lakeland coming in, a very solid starting 5. They also have a pretty good bench, as does Mid-Valley.
Yeah, both teams are pretty solid. Now, Mid-Valley lost a couple key players, obviously, with Kalinowski last year, and a couple years ago, the Tanner, and there you can go right down the list. They're all playing locally too. There was a bunch of guys. A few guys were playing up in Misericordia. Their basketball careers aren't over. I mean, Mike Abda has done a phenomenal job down in Mid-Valley. He's won 6 out of the last 7 of these. So he can't be doing too many things wrong. And of course, Trevor Tallup, second year, and he's got a nice squad going. So his future is bright also.
So they are about to go head-to-head here tonight in Carbondale, and we will go to a break. And when we return, the introductions and your starting lineup for the 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic here on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top-rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Now's the time to unleash the internet. With Adams Cable Service, you get internet with speeds up to 120 megs. It's the speed you need that blows the doors off of DSL. Connect all of your devices, including iPads and other tablets, game consoles, smartphones, and computers. Upload and share photos and videos instantly. Stream HD movies in a flash and experience online gaming like never before. Call Adams Cable Service today at 1-888-222-0077 and get internet with speeds up to 120 megs.
Welcome back to the Pete Turonis Gym in Carbondale for coverage of the 47th Annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship. It is Mid-Valley and Lakeland. The Chiefs, as we mentioned, overall at 6-1. They will open up their regular season coming up on January 2nd, believe it or not, on the road to take on the Mid-Valley Spartans. So we have a capacity crowd here. We had the cheerleading contest between games, and the winner will be announced at the conclusion of this championship game here tonight. And right now we are going to turn things over to public address announcer Carm Perry for the introductions of tonight's 47th Annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship. Time for basketball here in Carbondale, the 47th Annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship here on Adams Cable High School Basketball. Great to have you with us. here on this Friday night. Well, here we go, Glenn, as Mid-Valley and Lakeland will go at it. And Trevor Tellep, in his second year, he played in this tournament, and he was a 2003 All-Star.
Oh.
And talked to him tonight about playing in front of the big crowd and how his team played in the semifinal. And great to be here. He was really excited. Mike Abda, a great coach. No stranger to winning a title in the Pete Turonis tournament. So this is going to be a dandy. As Mid-Valley will bring Mike Miller, the 6'5" junior center, to center court. And we'll see who will be in the circle. It looks like Jake Kernow will jump center. Mid-Valley in their all blue uniforms. Lakeland in the white uniforms tonight.
It doesn't look like anybody thinks they can get the tap here. Playing defensive tap.
And this will be controlled by Mid-Valley, and they will shoot at the basket to our left. And Shane Rosenkrantz will set it up. Cardenas and company around the circle. Here's Rosenkrantz pulling up with a 15-footer. Off the back iron, ball's tipped around, and Vigil collects it for Lakeland. Quickly, the Chiefs come down court. And Kernow will take control now. And from the corner, a long three by Berthoff.
That hit the pipe.
Out of bounds, and Mid-Valley will have the basketball and bring it the length of the court.
You know, Lakeland's got to look to get the ball inside, but they can't stand there and try to just post up standing. They got to come across and move.
Here's a long outside shot by Tyler O'Connor that is off the mark. Lakeland possession with just about 1 minute gone by here in quarter number one. And it's Caleb Vigil, the 5'7" sophomore point guard. Had a total of 16 points in the win against Valley View in the semifinal. They'll kick it back outside, and Lakeland will reset it.
Yeah, Lakeland's got some good shooters from the outside.
They get the ball on the baseline, and this is Kernow posting up, and this shot bounces off the iron, and it's rebounded by Miller. Coming the other way quickly. Mid-Valley, there's a ball kicked by Lewis of Lakeland, and that will force Mid-Valley to inbound the basketball along the right baseline.
I like what O'Connor's trying to do there, because Cardenas was open, but he just that little bit of an opening closed right up with good defense by Lakeland.
O'Connor on the inbound. Toluto will drive and goes up to the basket, and it's rejected by Kernow.
He's long, but he's got to learn that you block it up here, Steve. You don't block it over the shoulder. You don't bring that hand down.
Rosenkrantz to inbound the basketball. Berthoff defending. There's a shot forced up by Cardenas, and it won't fall. Lakeland collects it as C.J. Dupree had the rebound.
You're not going to go over his back to get it too often.
We're scoreless with 6:22 to play here in quarter number one in Carbondale. And that's a backcourt violation, and Lakeland turns it over. Mid-Valley averaging 50 a ball game while defensively allowing 36. And Lakeland offensively scoring 58 while allowing 50. Rosenkrantz will give it up to Cardenas. Toluto now looks inside off a screen. Toluto thought about it, couldn't pull the trigger. Spin move, O'Connor. Fade away, won't fall. Rebounded by Vigil. Here comes Lakeland on the break. And in the corner, Lewis turns it over.
He stepped out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds. He was close to the line. As he got his balance, he put his left foot back and just touched the line. The referee was right on it.
And Shane Rosenkrantz will work the Mid-Valley offense. Scoreless with 5:41 to play here in the first quarter. Toluto, jump shot, got it. Mid-Valley breaks the ice and they lead 2-0 with 5.5 to play here in the first. Thanks for joining us for all of the action here in Carbondale on Adams Cable High School basketball. Great to be with you tonight. As Lakeland will drive. This is Kernow. Body twisting shot won't fall. The putback, no. Rebound Rosenkrantz. In transition, Mid-Valley. And on a drive to the basket, Toluto kicks it out. Toluto gets it back. He'll give it up on the far side. Rosenkrantz will survey. Double team. Pushes it out. Cardenas will give it up now. And on a drive to the basket, Mid-Valley will work it out. Rosenkrantz, nice fake. Gave up a 15-footer, and Mid-Valley turns it over. Rosenkrantz had the shot, Glenn, but he elected not to take it.
Well,
3-second violation.
3-second violation. Yeah, he should have taken that shot, really. It was wide open.
2-0 Mid-Valley with 4:40 left in the first. Berthoff for Lakeland. Almost had it stripped away, and he did. Players battle for it. And
you can't call that a walk
we have a
when a guy takes his
violation.
legs out from underneath him. How could you do that? He dives, he knocks the kid down, and he calls a walk. That's a lousy call.
Well, remember, tonight, you're Dick Vitale, not Mike Krzyzewski.
Still a lousy call. Still a lousy call. I don't care.
There's a steal by Lakeland. Vigil goes up with the shot and is fouled.
I don't like that. He's looking to get fouled instead of making the basket and then getting fouled. So you go for the three-point play. He's looking to make contact first. Go right to the basket. Those pads are pretty. They won't hurt you.
Caleb Vigil is on the stripe for Lakeland. Personal foul is called on Jordani Cardenas. That's his first and the team's first. Vigil misses the free throw. Pretty good free throw shooter also is at 62%. Lakeland as a team shooting at 65% this year. In the win against Valley View, they were 13 of 21 from the free throw line. And Vigil with the second shot, and Lakeland is on the board, trailing 2-1 as we near 4 minutes left here in quarter number one. Now Rosenkrantz will work one-on-one against Berthoff. Toluto on a drive, goes up with the shot, rejected by Kurnow, and the foul.
I don't think it's foul on him. It's on Vigil.
Caleb Vigil whistled for the personal. That's his first, team's first. And on the stripe, Vinny Toluto, a 60% free throw shooter, and he converts. Mid-Valley 3, Lakeland 1. Boy, ironically, these two teams will open up in league play coming up on Wednesday, January 2nd.
Well, that's what you get when you play the same four teams in this tournament. It was always like that. You seem to play them 3 or 4 times a year.
4-1, Mid-Valley, your leader. As Kurnow will survey the defense. Berthoff gives it up. He gets it back. They'll work it around the perimeter. Looking inside for Kurnow. Nice move to the basket. That's a great power move by Jake Kurnow.
That's nice, but you see where he ended up, Steve? He ended up underneath the backboard and had to come back out and post up a little bit higher. When you turn, you're right on the angle, the perfect angle.
Lakeland trails 4-3. Mid-Valley goes cross court. Cardenas off the drive, rejected inside by Vigil. Ball goes out of bounds. Lakeland will control. Larry Gabriel III picking up the loose ball. And by the way, Glenn, I have a text here from Larry Gabriel III. Whenever Glenn Muskowski needs my help, let me know.
Help for what?
I don't know. Yeah. On the broadcast, I guess.
No, there's no room for him up there.
As Lakeland will go to work, there's an outside jump shot by Berthoff that's off the mark. Coming the other way, Rosenkrantz across midcourt. Long three by Rosenkrantz, rims out. And Lakeland has it as James Lewis will dish it off to Berthoff. Round the perimeter. Vigil gives it to Kurnow off his fingertips. That was a tough pass to handle.
Yeah, it was.
Mid-Valley with an opportunity right here. Cardenas on the left wing. Rosenkrantz will give it up. Nearing 2.5 to play here in the first quarter as Rosenkrantz will fire it to Cardenas. He'll pivot. They work it inside to Miller. Miller in the paint. Spin move off the glass.
Oh, that's a nice move. That's a good move. Back him down. Fake left. Spin around. And nice. Use the glass. That was perfect.
Textbook. 6-3. Mid-Valley, your leader. as Caleb V. Hill will set it up. Now Lewis with a right hand. Berthoff goes baseline. Dupree fires off the mark. Ball is in the hands of Rosenkrantz, and the fast break is on for Mid-Valley. Underneath they go, and the shot is good by Toluto. And with 1:52 to play here in quarter number one, Mid-Valley has an 8-3 lead over Lakeland as we go to a break.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now uses 7 wireless devices a day, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 120 megabits per second internet from Adams Cable Service. It's a speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
Back in Carbondale, Lakeland going to work offensively. The ball was knocked away, and the Chiefs will have the basketball on the inbound, trailing 8-3 with 1:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Inbound pass goes to Lewis. No backcourt violation. He put the brakes on. And Lakeland will set it up in their half-court offense.
Mid-Valley's playing pretty solid defense.
They sure are.
See, if you want to get the ball into Dupree, you can't have Cano on the opposite block because all his defender is going to do is slide over and
Lewis off the drive, traveling.
All he's going to do is sag over and play the weak side of Dupree. So there's too many guys there. You got to move Cano up on the top on a high post probably, or just out in that gray area, just outside a little bit.
Rosenkrantz, nice move. Cardenas off the drive, banks it off the glass. And it's 10-3 Mid-Valley.
If you watch Lakeland, they're just standing.
Well, the big guys are up on the high post as Kurnow on a drive lost it, and Lakeland turns it over. So right now, Brendan Koharski, 6'1" senior in the ball game, wearing number 35. 10-3 Mid-Valley. Rosenkrantz on a drive, got the roll with a left hand. And it's 12-3, the Spartans, with 30 seconds to play here in quarter number one. Lakeland struggling offensively right now as Lewis drives to the basket, muscles up a shot, it won't fall. Players battling for it, and there is a foul under the basket with 17.9 seconds. V. Hill will check out of the Lakeland lineup. Jerry Borowski checks in, wearing number 10. Lakeland on the inbound. Lewis looking to fire the ball in. They're having trouble getting it in. They get it into Kurnow. Turnaround off the glass. Got it. Nice move by Jake Kurnow. Lakeland trails 12-5.
But I like him, Steve, to move from block to block, to get the ball as he's moving across.
Final 5 seconds of quarter number one. There's a spin move. Cardenas, long three. Won't fall. That's the end of the first quarter here in Carbondale in the 47th annual Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship, with Mid-Valley leading Lakeland 12-5 here on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Now's the time to unleash the internet with Adam Adams Cable Service, you get internet with speeds up to 120 megs. It's the speed you need that blows the doors off of DSL. Connect all of your devices, including iPads and other tablets, game consoles, smartphones, and computers. Upload and share photos and videos instantly. Stream HD movies in a flash and experience online gaming like never before. Call Adams Cable Service today at 1-888-222-0077 and get internet with speeds up to 120 megs.
Back in Carbondale for more high school basketball as Mid-Valley has a 12-5 lead over the Lakeland Chiefs as we start quarter number 2, as Lakeland will go to work in its half-court offense. Lewis will give it up to Kurnow. Looking. Lewis gets it back on a drive, cut off by the Mid-Valley defense. They'll go cross-court. There's a ball knocked away. Good defense by Cardenas. And Lakeland touched it last, and they turn it over.
Lakeland's got to get some movement in their offense. There's two big guys that are standing like two trees underneath there and doing nothing. If you stand there, you're not going to get the ball because they're going to just sag and overplay you.
Here's O'Connor. Nice move. Fires it up. Got it from in the lane. And it's 14-5. Mid-Valley, your leader. Now Lakeland with Jerry Borowski setting it up.
Give it to him.
Berthoff. Kurnow into Dupree off his fingertips. Mid-Valley has it quickly down court. Rosenkrantz near side. Toluto attacking the basket. He'll flip it back outside. Here's O'Connor with the fadeaway. Off the back iron, Dupree clears for Lakeland. In transition, Berthoff. Berthoff will give it up left side. Kurnow, long three. Jake Kurnow dropped the three ball on Mid-Valley. That two? Was that a two-pointer?
Three.
Looked like a three from the corner, but they have it as a two, I believe, and a technical foul is called.
Well, I don't even know what happened. I looked down at
Shane Rosenkrantz will be on the free throw line for Mid-Valley, leading 14-8. This is the guy you want on the free throw line. He is a 79% free throw shooter.
He's just a solid, fundamentally sound player.
He hits two. Mid-Valley
so that was a three. And where was the technical foul? I didn't see.
Now Mid-Valley will go to work with O'Connor working the offense and Shane Rosenkrantz. And Rosenkrantz near side. O'Connor now puts on the brakes. And we have a turnover by Mid-Valley.
I think Shane Rosenkrantz just planted himself in the lane.
Yeah, you can't camp out in there.
Well, especially his size. You don't want to be in there with those two big trees from Lakeland.
16-8 your score. Yeah. And Lakeland going to work. Lewis left, he puts it up and lays it in right down the lane. Saw an opening and drove to the basket.
Well, he's got to get going.
6.
He's got to get started here.
Rosenkrantz, the 5'10 senior with a spin move, battling against Borowski.
He's a shooter right here.
O'Connor
he's a shooter.
Knocks down a three.
He's a shooter.
19-10, Mid-Valley. Now, Jerry Borowski will give it up. Chris Mellon in the ball game now, wearing number 33. Borowski will bounce pass, and they look inside to Lewis, but there is a foul called on Mid-Valley. 5:34 to play. Mid-Valley by 9, 19-10. Tim Prodzik will check into the Lakeland lineup, replacing C.J. Dupree. Prodzik is a 6'5" junior. Inbound pass goes to Lewis. Fadeaway short. Cardenas with the rebound. Outlet pass, Rosenkrantz. And Rosenkrantz will hook it Near side to Mike Miller. Outside they go. Cardenas gives it up. Toluto thought about it. Couldn't pull the trigger. Loose ball. Rosenkrantz puts it up off the glass. Won't fall. Lakeland has the rebound. Jerry Borowski coming the other way for Lakeland. Borowski coast to coast. Draws the foul.
That's his second foul on Shane Rosenkrantz. That's big. He doesn't want us to get in foul trouble.
And the 14th foul, Jerry Borowski on the line, a 5'8" senior. Has scored a total of 8 points this year in a reserve role. And the southpaw will have a second shot. And Mid-Valley will inbound the basketball and bring it the length of the court. And right now, Rosenkrantz will run the Mid-Valley offense. Here's a jump shot, 15-footer that is short by Toluto. Lewis has it for Lakeland as they come across midcourt. Lewis, nice spin move in traffic, lost it. He'll get underneath, give it underneath to Prodzic. That was a tough pass to handle.
Yeah, he's trying to do too much there. There's no room.
Have to kick it back outside and reset the offense.
Reset the offense completely. I mean,
Lakeland down by 9, 19-10 with 4:42 to play here in the first half. Thanks for joining us for all of the action here from Carbondale Area High School. As Tyler O'Connor, the sophomore guard, will direct traffic. Works the ball into Toluto. Toluto trying to post up, called for traveling.
no, I got called for a foul on
foul.
A foul on Chupp.
Noah Chupp whistled for the personal. That's his first and the team's third. Mid-Valley on the inbound. O'Connor looking to put the ball in play. They work it inside to Miller. He'll give it up. O'Connor drives, double team, nowhere to go. They throw it away. Mellon has it for Lakeland. V-Hill will set it up with Kernow. V-Hill back in the ball game. And they work the ball inside to Kernow, firing up the shot.
That's where he's got to get the ball. But he can't get the ball underneath the basket. He's got to be out another 2 feet. Another 2 feet out where he can get the ball. He can turn that way. He can get the good shot. Or he could just turn around and shoot Joe or power it up, whatever he wants to do. But if you're coming across underneath the glass, there's only one way you can go, and that's this way.
Personal foul called on Tyler O'Connor. That's his first and the team's fifth. Kernow hits the first shot. He is a 78% free throw shooter this year. This one is off the back iron, rebounded by Mellon. Ball is loose now. Players battle for it. Who's got it? And Mid-Valley will have the possession. Let's check it.
No, Lakeland will have timeout.
Okay, Lakeland will call a timeout.
Good hustle.
4 minutes and
teams.
2 seconds remaining here in first half action. Keep it right here and thank NBT Bank for bringing you all of the action of tonight's 47th annual Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship. And of course, we have a great schedule coming up for you during the regular season. And coming up in January, we'll bring you the Holy Cross Crusaders and the Carbondale Area Chargers. And if you want to see a team that plays tough defense and they are going to be right in your face, it's going to be Holy Cross. That will be our opener here in Carbondale.
You know, and that Monteford boy, he's struggling to get back. He had some tough luck with an ankle injury. I hope
surgery.
It's one of those nagging things that takes forever. You know, the rehab has been going on and going on. You hope he can get back to play sometime this year.
Now Lakeland will go to work and working around the perimeter, trailing 19-11.
Mid-Valley in the zone.
Kernow, power move, didn't get it to fall.
Got to use the glass.
Mark Longo.
Mark
Longo has the rebound. Inside they go to Miller. Miller had it knocked away. Here comes Lakeland. V-Hill on the fast break. Vigil to the basket. And
Good
a
call.
whistle and a foul called on Mid-Valley.
That's a good call.
Caleb Vigil on the free throw line for Lakeland and calmly hits the free throw. 19-12 your score. Well, last year Lakeland overall was 6-17. They have matched that win total already this year with the 6-1 record. As C.J. Dupree, James Lewis, and Berthoff will get set to check into the lineup. Chupp, Mellon, and Tim Prodzic check out.
Yeah, they're back to their starting group in there now. Now, Mid-Valley was in a zone the last time down the court, so
19-13 your score with 3:25 to play here in the first half. And Rosenkrantz directing traffic. Cardenas will take control. Craig Mercanti in the ball game wearing number 23. He'll set it up right now for Mid-Valley. Toluto looking off a screen. Toluto drives, goes right to the basket, misfires, ball's loose. Who has it? Mid-Valley comes up with it. And there's a timeout called by Mike Abda of Mid-Valley with 2:58 to play, and Mid-Valley up 19-13 as we go to a break.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now uses 7 wireless devices a day, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 120 megabits per second internet from Adams Cable Service. It's a speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
Back in Carbondale, Lakeland will inbound the basketball. Mid-Valley had it, lost it out of bounds. Lakeland will go to work, trailing 19-13 with 2:39 to play in the first half. Dupree, double team, they kick it back out. Berthoff thought about it, and that will be a basketball that will go into the hands of Rosenkrantz, and he lays it in with a left hand, and it's 21-13, the Spartans. Well, Mid-Valley Glen taking advantage of every opportunity.
They're playing solid defense.
They sure are.
Lakeland looks very tentative on the offensive glass, on the offensive end of the court.
Curnow, three, won't fall.
Good box out. Good box out by Mercanti. Really solid.
Mid-Valley is a very fundamentally sound basketball team when you watch them play. They do a lot of things very well. And they have a 21-13 lead right now.
Well, they don't seem to be panicking out there, and they're giving Lakeland everything they can handle. Defensively, Lakeland's struggling to get some good shots.
Cardenas and Vinny Toluto. Toluto off a screen. He'll take the shot. There it is.
He's a good shooter.
23-13. Lead up to 10 for Mid-Valley. Now Lakeland setting it up. Ball goes out of bounds. Lakeland will have it on the inbound.
Lakeland seems to be out of sync here. There's just nothing flowing for Lakeland on the offensive end.
Here's Curnow going up with the shot and draws the foul. Mike Miller called for the personal. That's his first and the team's 7th. And Jake Curnow on the free throw line for Lakeland, the 6'4" senior forward. And he converts.
Curnow got a break that time because he was out of control. That ball wasn't anywhere near been able to go in. But, of course, he got fouled.
Curnow hits two. 23-15 as Lakeland answers. Now Lakeland will apply pressure as Toluto was trying to dribble through traffic and draws the foul. Oh, great crowd on hand here tonight for this 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship. Between games, the cheerleading contest competition took place, and the winner will be announced at the conclusion of the ball game after the awards presentations, as Mid-Valley will go to work. Right now, Mike Miller takes control, and he'll work his way back in and set up a screen for Rosenkrantz. Now Miller makes a move to the basket. Rosenkrantz dishes off. O'Connor takes it to the hoop. Tries to split a couple of defenders and draws the foul. Yeah, great first step to the basket, and then he accelerates, and he will be on the free throw line. Tyler O'Connor converting on 13 of 16 free throw attempts this year, and he hits this one. In the win against Carbondale, he was 3 for 3 from the line.
He had 15 points that game.
15 points, hit a couple of three-point shots.
Very instrumental in that game, early.
2 in a row for Tyler O'Connor. 25-15.
Now get somebody on the high post here. Get somebody on the high post, get somebody in the low post. They're in a zone. Reverse that ball. Start moving that basketball around the perimeter. Hit the high post. Drop it down to the low.
Long three is good by Caleb Vigil.
Well, it's about time he got opened. I don't know if Mid-Valley in a zone is going to be the ticket. I think if they play in-your-face man.
Toluto dishes off from the corner. O'Connor, air ball. Dupree has it. Outlet pass will go to Vigil. Curnow, he'll take the three and didn't get the roll. Rosenkrantz clears for Mid-Valley with 20 seconds left here in the first half. 25-18 your score. Mid-Valley will play for one. Clock down to 12. 8 seconds on the clock. Toluto with 5. Toluto gives it up. O'Connor will take it with 2, and he drains the three.
You got to know he's a shooter. You got to play him. Can't just stand there and watch him.
And the Mid-Valley Spartans will go into the locker room with the momentum, leading 28-18 as we go to halftime here on Adams Cable High School Basketball.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Now's the time to unleash the internet. With Adams Cable Service, you get internet with speeds up to 120 megs. It's the speed you need that blows the doors off of DSL. Connect all of your devices, including iPads and other tablets, game consoles, smartphones, and computers. Upload and share photos and videos instantly. Stream HD movies in a flash and experience online gaming like never before. Call Adams Cable Service today at 1-888-222-0077 and get internet with speeds up to 120 megs.
Welcome back to Carbondale in the Pete Turonis Gym as we have made it to halftime in today's 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship, with Mid-Valley leading Lakeland by the score of 28-18. Mid-Valley will take the momentum into the locker room here at halftime. Well, it's been all Mid-Valley. They've been playing great defense against Lakeland, and offensively, they have been hitting on all cylinders. At the end of one quarter, Mid-Valley held a 12-5 advantage over the Lakeland Chiefs, and in quarter number 2, the Spartans came right back to outscore the Lakeland Chiefs 16-13 to take a 28-18 lead into the locker room at halftime. With Glenn Muskowski and Nick Homick working camera, I'm Steve Young. Glad to have you with us here on this Friday night. Mid-Valley Spartans and the Lakeland Chiefs in the championship game of this NBT Bank Holiday Classic. Mid-Valley, well, they have won 7 titles. Their last came in 2016. Of course, last year the Valley View Cougars captured the title. Lakeland has a total of 3 titles, and their last came in 2006. So they're looking to get a championship here tonight. By the way, in the consolation game played earlier, it was the Valley View Cougars defeating the Carbondale area Chargers to take 3rd place by the score of 37-30. So Glenn, interesting first half. We expected a lot better play out of Lakeland. They just seem to be a little bit out of sync. They seem flat. And Mid-Valley on the opposite end of the spectrum, when you take a look at them, they are playing some great defense and they're sharp offensively.
Well, they are good shooters, Steve, and so you have to be in their face when they get the ball, and they're quick. They're quick off the dribble. So if they get a step on you, they're going to go to the basket and cause havoc in there, and they are. They're getting fouled. Now, if I were Lakeland with the 2 big guys in there, I'd just let them come to me and don't try to go and slap them and just tip the ball, play defense. But down the other end is where Lakeland is doing absolutely nothing. The 2 big guys are standing like 2 big trees underneath there. They're getting in each other's way pretty much because they're not move. They're not roll. You got to move in that offense. You got to set up. You know, if Mid-Valley's going to play a man-to-man, you got to go screen away. Let the guy coming to the ball, get the ball on the move. For you to get the ball while you're standing still underneath there, that's just not going to happen, especially with a team that plays defense like Mid-Valley, because they're going to sag in from the weak side. They're going to sag in from the top. They're going to sag in from the wing, and they're going to make you give you some trouble. If you get the ball, if you want to go right and send Dupree across from the left side to the right block, and again, out further. They're too far under the basket because once they get it underneath there, the only way they can shoot is to have to back out basically with their body and get the shot because and they're really out of position. I like the idea of getting their 2 big men moving, and now you can't sag and play just one guy, but they have to be picked for one another. They have to come hard to the basketball, turn and shoot the ball. They're standing there trying to hold the guy off. While they're doing that, there's just people just sagging in, right? And because they're sagging in, that should leave some guys out front open, but Mid-Valley's recovering quickly. So they're playing good defense. That's where Mid-Valley's got the lead here because of their defense.
And one thing about Mid-Valley, they have taken advantage of every opportunity here in the first half, and they are attacking the basket.
They are attacking the basket because they're quicker than Lakeland. Lakeland's the big team. Lakeland's got the big trees out there. They've got to start using them though. And of course, if you're going to play man-to-man, you're going to have to stop. The penetration of Rosencrantz is good. O'Connor's good. For a sophomore, he's terrific. You got Toledo, who's a scorer for them. And, those are the big 3. O'Connor's got 10.
Well, let's take a look at the numbers of the first half.
Okay. All right. For Mid-Valley, as we said, O'Connor's got 2 threes, 2 fouls, 2 for 2 from the foul line, and a 2-point goal for 10. Toledo's got 3 twos and 2 for 2 from the foul line for 8. Shane Rosencrantz has got 2 2-point field goals and 2 from the foul line for 6. Cardenas has got the 1 field goal and Miller's got 1 field goal for a total of 28. They have 7 rebounds. Their turnovers are 4, and they committed 7 personal fouls. For Lakeland, Jake Kernow has got a 3. He's 3 for 4 from the line and 2 field goals for 10. Caleb Viegel is got he's 3 for 4 from the foul line and a 3 for 6. And James Lewis has got the only other field goal for 2. And really, as I said, the defense of of Mid-Valley is playing havoc with Lakeland's ability to get the ball and score. They had 10 rebounds actually, and they committed 7 turnovers, and they committed 6 personal fouls, and of course the score at halftime is 28-18.
Do we have anyone in foul trouble when you take a look at the stat sheet?
Well, James Lewis has 2 for Lakeland, not bad, and Cardenas and Rosenkrantz both have 2 for Mid-Valley, and really that's not bad for the first half.
So here at halftime in the 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship, Mid-Valley leads Lakeland 28-18 as we go to a break.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Both teams back out on the court for the start of third quarter action here in Carbondale as Mid-Valley leads Lakeland by the score of 28-18. Glenn, we talked about the defense of Mid-Valley coming into this ball game, and through 5 games, they've been very tough defensively, only allowing a total of averaging about 36 points defensively per game. So they played some tough defense this year.
You're giving up 36 points a game. That means you're 1 point less. You're at 9 points a quarter, which is terrific. I mean, you can do that. You win a lot of games. Our goal was to keep a team under 40, and if Mid-Valley is doing it, obviously, and that makes it a lot easier to win games. As the old saying goes, offense wins games, defense wins championships. So you play good defense. The other part of your game is gonna come along, and you keep anybody under 40. That's great defense for high school.
We'll go to a quick break, and when we return, third quarter action in just a moment.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Time for third quarter action here in the 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship. With Mid-Valley leading Lakeland by 10, 28-18, Mid-Valley will inbound the basketball to start quarter number 3. And Rosenkrantz will look to set it up for the Spartans. Cardenas will fire a pass, and there's a battle for the ball. Great job by Lakeland. The hustle fantastic as Rosenkrantz gets it back, pulls up with an outside jumper. That's an air ball that goes out of bounds, and Lakeland will have the possession.
Little forced shot there by Rosenkrantz. He was in too much of a hurry. Takes another step in. He's got an easier shot.
So right now it is Lakeland with the basketball as they will bring it across the midcourt stripe. We'll see if they made any changes in their offensive strategy here as Vigil will give it up. They get it to Kernow with the move under the basket.
Oh, wow.
That was an outstanding move. A spin move under the basket and the shot with the left hand, and Lakeland now trails by 8, 28-20.
It looks like they had a little bit better movement that time down the court.
Mid-Valley with Vinny Toluto working the basketball with a left hand, and a foul called on Mid-Valley, and they turn it over. Mike Miller could whistle for the personal. That's his second and the team's first. James Lewis on the inbound. Lewis gets it back, and he will work one-on-one against Jordani Cardenas. Now Curnow gives it up. And C.J. Dupree bounce passing to Lewis. Lewis takes it to the basket, didn't get it to fall, and draws the foul.
I tell you, he's made a nice move there. He plays it. If he can get down, he posts up well again. Of course, against a small guard too. That's his third one for Cardenas.
Now Jordani Cardenas in some foul trouble as Lewis is on the stripe and is short on the free throw. Second team foul for Mid-Valley. Lewis in the win against Valley View was 4 for 6 from the free throw line and converts on the second shot. 28-21 your score. Mid-Valley has the lead and the basketball. And Mid-Valley turns it over. Some good defense by Lakeland. Mid-Valley turns it over right in front of their bench, and Mike Abdo wants a timeout. With 6:39 to play here in the third, it's Mid-Valley 28 and Lakeland 21.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
.639 to play here in the third. Mid-Valley has the lead over Lakeland 28-21. Mike Abda called a timeout to talk things over with his ball club. Settle things down as Lakeland now will inbound the basketball in front of the scorer's table as James Lewis will put the ball in play. Crowd coming to life right now as V. Hill will work the basketball with a right hand. They look inside, ball is loose. Mid-Valley comes up with a great job by Cardenas defensively.
Well, and then he, in a hurry to get the ball down the floor, he just made an ill-advised pass. There was really nowhere to go with that.
Lakeland to set it up as V. Hill will work against Rosenkrantz. Lewis on a drive, dishes off. Curnow fadeaway, short. Rebound goes to O'Connor. Here comes Mid-Valley with a 7-point lead. Nice move. Toluto kicks it back out. Rosenkrantz thought about it. They'll reset it. Inside they go. Mike Miller. O'Connor on a drive. Splits a couple of defenders. Rejected inside by Dupree.
He call that a foul?
I believe it was a foul. Let's check this.
Oh, technical foul.
Technical foul. That will place Shane Rosenkrantz on the free throw line with the Spartans leading 28-21.
Who got the technical foul before is what I need to know. Because if that's his second technical foul, he probably could be gone out of here.
Second shot is good. 29-21. With 5:54 to play here in third quarter action.
You got to tell Mr. Dupree down there, this is not football. You can't get away with that in a smaller gym like instead of on the football field.
O'Connor on the inbound. Pass goes to Craig Mercanti, who is in the ball game wearing number 23. Rosenkrantz and V. Hill defending. Mid-Valley. Toluto traveling. Too many moves, and Mid-Valley turns it over. Lakeland down by 8, 29-21, and they will bring the ball across midcourt. Good battle right here with V. Hill and Rosenkrantz. V. Hill, nice move, dishes off, and this will be an open shot by Chris Mellon. He misfires. Lakeland keeps it alive, and there's a ball knocked away.
Well,
Lakeland possession.
Mid-Valley's getting away with some heavy stuff in there. They're taking the legs off of the Lakeland players a few times here and no calls.
Vigil, long pass will go to Kurnow, and Kurnow will set it up.
Get back inside, give them to a guard and get back inside where you can do some damage.
Now Vigil will just hang on to the ball and give it up to Lewis on the left wing. Lewis, nice move, dishes off. Kurnow couldn't handle it. Kurnow to the basket. What a move.
Yeah.
Didn't get it to fall. Rosenkrantz with the rebound. Here comes Mid-Valley in transition, dishing off. Rosenkrantz gets it back and knocks down a three. 32-21 Mid-Valley with 4:50 remaining in the third quarter.
You can take that shot and he just didn't stick it. That was lousy. Go up strong like you're supposed to.
Lewis into Kurnow. To the right of the lane, Kurnow with the spin move off the glass, draws the foul.
See, he's bringing the ball down where the guards from Mid-Valley who are smart and good defenders are going to slap that away.
Jake Kurnow on the free throw line for Lakeland, trailing 32-21. And is short on the free throw. Well, if Lakeland wants to win a title, they are going to have to turn up the heat in the remaining time here in the third quarter as Kurnow misses the second shot. Kurnow lost it now. In transition for the layup, here's Rosenkrantz for two. 34-21. Mid-Valley hitting on all cylinders in this game. And they lead 34-21. And Lakeland will go to work with their work cut out for them right now. Down by 13 points. Chris Mellon gives it up. Vigil drives, forces up the shot. Basket's good, and the foul. Nice move by Vigil driving the baseline. 34-23, Vigil to the stripe. Second personal foul on Tyler O'Connor of Mid-Valley and the third team foul. As we mentioned, Lakeland as a team shooting at 65% this season. Now we'll check the numbers on Vigil from the line tonight.
3 for 4, 4 for 5.
As he hits the free throw to narrow the deficit to 10 points, 34-24. Rosenkrantz to the basket. Basket is good, and the foul. Good. Now let's check it. Basket was not good. They did not put it up on the board, Glenn.
All right.
34-24 your score.
Might probably foul them before the shot.
Before the shot. Mid-Valley on the inbound. Rosenkrantz looking. Hey, ball tipped. Goes into the hands of Toluto. Mid-Valley will keep it going. Rosenkrantz gives it up. 10-point lead for the Spartans. Looking to increase that right here. Right, great spin move under the basket. Shot goes up and it falls for Mercanti. That was
wow.
pretty.
Wow, what a move.
That was
by
pretty.
Mr. Mercanti.
36-24. Lakeland now going to work. Chris Mellon gives it up on the far side. Here's Vigil firing up the shot and knocks it down. 10-point lead for Mid-Valley, 36-26. As Rosenkrantz will work one-on-one against Vigil. Mid-Valley now with Vinny Toluto running the offense. Toluto looking for a screen. He'll pop it. That's an air ball. Great save. And Mid-Valley will keep it going. Rosenkrantz drives in a lot of traffic, draws the foul. Mid-Valley is constantly attacking the basket.
Yep, they are. They are quick, and they are under control when they do.
Check the numbers on Rosenkrantz as he is on the stripe. 37-26. Chris Mellon will check out along with Nick Bertholf. Noah Chupp is in the ball game for Lakeland, along with Tim Prodzik. Rosenkrantz with the free throw, 38-26 your score.
Four for 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 for 6 for Rosenkrantz. That's where they got their lead from the foul line.
Now Lewis will give it up, and there's a traveling violation on Kernow. Took a step.
I don't know what he's doing outside. You got big guys. You got to use them inside.
Mid-Valley with a 12-point lead, and now they will go to work offensively. Toluto will give it up, and with 2.5 to play in the third, Mid-Valley will work its half-court offense as Rosenkrantz sees an opening 15-footer. Yes! 40-26. Mid-Valley beginning to pull away. Get the ball to Lewis. Lewis on a drive. Offensive foul. And Lewis is getting up very slowly. That's his, let's check this now, third personal foul.
Yep, that
believe.
is his third, yes.
And there's a timeout called by Lakeland with 2:10 to play as Mid-Valley leads at 40-26 on Adams Cable High School basketball.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Carbondale and coverage of the 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship with your score Mid-Valley 40 and Lakeland 26 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter play. Great to have you with us tonight for all of the action here on Adams Cable Channel 7. As Lakeland called a timeout to talk things over, Mid-Valley will have the basketball on the inbound along the right baseline. And Tyler O'Connor gets the ball into Rosenkrantz, and he is a good point guard. Good ball handler. They give it up underneath the basket for an easy layup to Mike Miller. 42-26. Now V-Hill will fire the pass to Kernow, right side. Cross court they go. It's Lewis. Kernow. Back to Lewis. Lewis attacks the basket. Body twisting shot. Yes! He drove down the lane and laid it in. It's 42-28.
I think Lakeland is playing into Mid-Valley's hands now. They're trying to put some pressure on him. And these guys are spreading the floor and just going to drive to the basket. And when you sag in to help.
Yeah, we have a reach-in foul
that's
now.
His fourth
calls
one on him.
James Lewis, and that's number 4. So a cause for concern now for Trevor Tellup. He is going to have to take Lewis out of the ball game. Lewis and V-Hill will check out. Chris Mellon checks in along with Noah Chupp. Lakeland trails 42-28. Tyler O'Connor with 1:21 inbounds the basketball to Mike Miller. And they had something going there. O'Connor made a cut to the basket.
That's perfect give and go.
Here is Kernow going to the basket and draws the foul. Second personal foul on Craig Mercanti and the 15 foul for Mid-Valley. And the inbound pass goes off the fingertips of Tim Prodzik.
Lakeland is just in a funk out here today. They're struggling to handle the basketball. It all has to do with Mid-Valley's pressure defense too.
And Jerry Borowski will inbound the basketball for Lakeland with 1:11 to play here in the third. Mid-Valley by 14. If you're Lakeland, you need to play some pretty good ball from here on out.
Now you got Mid-Valley in a zone. You got Mid-Valley in a zone, so you got to get somebody on a high post.
Yeah, there's a loose ball picked up by Mid-Valley right to the basket. Rosenkrantz missed the layup. Players battle for the ball. And it will go in favor of Lakeland. Under 1 minute left in the third quarter.
Rosenkrantz is fourth.
Wow.
That's a big guy to lose here.
Rosenkrantz will take a seat on the bench.
Hustle. Those are hustle fouls, and those are not so bad.
Cardenas in the ball game for Mid-Valley. Tyler O'Connor. Also Craig Mercanti, Vinny Toluto, and Mike Miller. Those are your players on the floor. As Lakeland, with 47 seconds, will set up its offense, and they have struggled thus far in the ball game as Kurnow puts up a shot and got it to fall. Short jumper by Kurnow. And the lead is down to 12 for Mid-Valley. Now with Shane Rosenkrantz out of the ball game, can Lakeland make a run?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, this Mercanti is not a bad player either. He handles the ball well.
Well, Mid-Valley still has a very solid starting five out on the floor with 18 seconds left. O'Connor, fadeaway jumper on the left side, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and draws the foul.
Lakeland's not even moving to get the rebounds. They're standing there waiting for the ball to come to them. They're being out-hustled by Mid-Valley all over the floor.
Chris Mellon whistled for his first personal and the team's sixth. And that will place Tyler O'Connor, the 6-foot sophomore, on the free throw line. Averaging 10 points a ball game. Very good free throw shooter as he converts to make it 43-30. He is shooting at 81% this year. And the second shot rims out, rebounded by Tim Prodzik. Kurnow with 9 on the clock. Kurnow down the lane, lays it up with the right hand, misses, gets his own rebound, and scores with 2.5 seconds left. Long shot by Mercanti is off the mark, and that will bring it into the third quarter of play here in Carbondale in the 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship, with Mid-Valley leading Lakeland 43-32 as we go to a break.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Now's the time to unleash the internet. With Adams Cable Service, you get internet with speeds up to 120 megs. It's the speed you need that blows the doors off of DSL. Connect all of your devices, including iPads and other tablets, game consoles, smartphones, and computers. Upload and share photos and videos instantly. Stream HD movies in a flash and experience online gaming like never before. Call Adams Cable Service today at 1-888-222-0077 and get internet with speeds up to 120 megs.
Welcome back to the Pete Turonis Gym in Carbondale. Fourth quarter just getting underway, with Mid-Valley leading Lakeland by the score of 43-32. Lakeland will have the basketball on the inbound to start quarter number 4. Mid-Valley outscored Lakeland in a tight third quarter, 15-14. Here's Dupree under the basket, misses, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and won't fall once again. He'll try it off his fingertips. Follow-up is good by V-Hill. 43-34 as Lakeland answers with a basket to open up quarter number 4. Now the Spartans, with 7.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter, will go to work with Vinny Toluto, giving it up to Mercanti. Here is Cardenas on a drive, and he dishes off underneath to Miller for a deuce. 45-34, Mid-Valley. Now there's a loose ball picked up by Cardenas. They'll work it to Mercanti. Toluto thought about a three, couldn't pull the trigger, and a traveling violation is called on Tyler O'Connor. Took a step and turned it over.
Lakeland's got to make their run here. They got to get some solid, get some baskets. Well, I don't know what's going on, but the Dupree is back out of the game again. There's
another basket by Mid-Valley, 45, or Lakeland, I should
Stop
say,
the ball.
45-36. And now Mid-Valley will go to work setting things up. Loose ball picked up by Curnow, right to the basket, and he lays it in with the right hand. It's 45-38, Lakeland on a bit of a run. And there's a timeout called by Mid-Valley with 6.5 minutes to play here in the fourth as we go to a break.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Pete Turonis Gym as we have 6.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter in this 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship game with Mid-Valley leading Lakeland 45-38. Lakeland coming to life here in the fourth quarter.
a little bit of pressure. Put Mid-Valley got a little sloppy there. But Curnow inside where he belongs, right? Inside where he belongs.
Mid-Valley now on the inbound. Lakeland will turn up the heat. They'll apply some pressure right here. Shane Rosenkrantz back in the ball game, playing with 4 personal fouls. They get it to Toluto. Open for 3, and he knocks it down from the left side. 48-38. Mid-Valley leads it as we near 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Here is Curnow, had it stripped away. Here comes Rosenkrantz on the break. They want to push it. In transition, they got a little bit out of control, and they turn it over.
You will if you play that style of game, but for the most part, it's been very effective for them.
Lakeland now down by 10 with plenty of time on the clock. And this is Jerry Borowski on a drive to the basket, misses with a left hand. The putback is up and good by Jake Curnow. And the lead is down to 8, 48-40.
Curnow's taking this game over for Lakeland.
And he will go to the free throw line. And the personal foul is called, I believe, on Shane Rosenkrantz, and he is out of the ball game with 5 personal fouls.
That's big.
So with 5:47 left, Rosenkrantz is done for the night for Mid-Valley. We'll check his numbers. And Jake Curnow will be on the free throw line for the Lakeland Chiefs.
16 points.
What a night he had. That's a big loss for Mid-Valley.
Yeah, he is the engine that runs this train for sure.
So for Mike Abda, he'll have to mix and match. A lot of strategy will be going on the far side as Curnow misses the free throw. It rims out, but Lakeland gets it back, and they throw it away into the hands of Cardenas. Now here comes Mid-Valley with Toluto working one-on-one against Nick Berthoff. Cardenas drives to the basket, splits a couple of defenders, stripped away. B. Hill has it. Here's the break. Berthoff, layup, got it. 48-42. Mid-Valley clinging to the lead now with 5:21 to play in the fourth.
You believe it or not, Steve?
And a turnover. by Mid-Valley.
That was Bertho's first field goal of the night. And he had 15 points last game, so Mid-Valley had him tied up pretty well.
And we have a foul, I believe, called on Mid-Valley. That is on Vinny Toluto. That's his first and the team's 8th. And on the free throw line will be Caleb Vigil. We'll check his numbers tonight.
Just saw something I like before I get to that, Steve. In that whole scheme of things there, sophomore, Tyler O'Connor grabbed everybody together and said, let's go.
Free throw is off the mark by Vigil. Lakeland gets it back. They lose the basketball now as Cardenas will give it up. Toluto has to get it across midcourt quickly. He finally does. And Lakeland now playing some very tight defense and going to the basket. Wide open for a layup is Cardenas, and he missed it. Down court quickly, Lakeland. Plenty of time. They trail 48-42 with 4:50 to play. There's a drive to the basket by Curnow, and he scores. 48-44, Lakeland on a run. And we have a timeout called by Mid-Valley with 4:41 to play. Mid-Valley 48, Lakeland 44. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Back in Carbondale, hang on everybody, this is getting to be a wild one. We have 4 minutes and 41 seconds left in this 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship, and Mid-Valley holds a 48-44 lead over Lakeland. Now, in this fourth quarter, Lakeland has outscored Mid-Valley 12-5, and their offense and defense has come to life.
They have, and it's led by Jake Curnow, who's going to the basket, running the floor, and playing some solid fourth quarter here.
Cardenas to inbound. Austin Zebach works it back to Cardenas. They're facing pressure. They have to get it across midcourt. They do. Zebach goes cross court. They'll kick it back outside as Cardenas now, the 5'9 junior, will run the offense along with Tyler O'Connor. Here's an open look from the right side. It won't fall for Austin Zebach. Lakeland has the basketball, and they turn it over on a traveling violation.
Wow.
Curnow had it, got tripped up, hit the deck. They turn it over.
I don't know if that was a travel. The kid fell to the ground and lost the ball. Picked the ball up and threw. I don't think that was a travel.
4-point Mid-Valley lead. And right now, Tyler O'Connor will do a little floor maintenance now.
Does it all.
Wow.
I wonder if he cleans garages.
Well, if he does, he's going to have his work cut out for him and mine, I can tell you that much. 48-44, Mid-Valley with 4:18 remaining in the fourth. They get the ball in play, and they work it out to Vinny Toluto. Toluto, spin move, pivots, nice move, lays it up, got it! 50-44, Mid-Valley. Long three by Lakeland, one fall for Thomas Pigeon. Here comes Mid-Valley, and a blocking foul is called on Jerry Borowski as Tyler O'Connor was trying to work the ball near midcourt. Jerry Borowski picks up his first personal, 17 foul. And with 3:59 remaining, Tyler O'Connor, 6-foot sophomore, is on the free throw line. We'll check his numbers tonight.
From the foul line, 3 for 4.
Misses. Ball's tipped around. Curnow has it. Here comes Lakeland with plenty of time remaining. Curnow has the basketball at the free throw line. Kicks it back outside to Vigil.
Get down below.
Right side. Borowski or Pigeon worked it into Curnow. Off-balance shot wouldn't fall.
That shot only play on the playground. That shot is used. Oh.
Now Vinny Toluto works one-on-one against Lewis of Lakeland. Toluto flips it. They'll reset the offense. Here's Toluto, 15-footer off the glass and got it to fall. Bit of an off-balance jump shot, but he got the roll. It's 52-44, and a timeout is called by Mid-Valley with 3:17 remaining here in the fourth. With Lakeland trailing 52-44 as we go to a break.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top-rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Yeah, we have a wild one here in the 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic Championship with 3:17 remaining fourth quarter. It's Mid-Valley 52 and Lakeland 44. Mid-Valley called a timeout to talk things over. And Glenn, Mid-Valley, even though they lost their 5'10 senior guard, Shane Rosenkrantz, who had 16 points in this game, took 5 personal fouls. They're able to maintain their composure.
Well,
they're hanging on to the lead.
Every time down court, Lakeland has to make a shot worthwhile. Can't take in these crazy flip shots and from the hip shots and super duper loopers or whatever they're trying to shoot out there. You got to take it all down and shoot your shoot. Very basic shots.
Work for a high percentage shot.
And then go down the end and steal another ball.
Borowski will work the Lakeland offense. Vigil spins on the left wing. Kurnow, open look from the left side. Short. Rebound Lewis. They get it back to Kurnow, and Kurnow missed the layup. Ball's loose, and Kurnow comes out of the pack with it. He'll kick it back outside to Borowski, and Lakeland will reset it with 2:55 to play in the fourth. Boy, the fans really coming to life now. There's a loose ball, and Tyler O'Connor had it, but Lewis gets it back off the drive, misses the basket, and a blocking foul called on Mid-Valley.
That could have easily been offensive, too. He dropped the shoulder on that one, got away with one.
(52-44) your score. Vinny Toluto whistled for his second personal foul, the 19th foul. James Lewis on the strike for Lakeland. And he converts. 52-45. James Lewis, the 5'11 senior guard, with the second free throw. Short. Ball is loose. Borowski has it for Lakeland. Out to Lewis, and a traveling violation. Lewis had the ball, couldn't make up his mind whether he wanted to drive or take the shot.
I don't think he moved his left foot. I don't think he moved his left foot on that at all. It was just a little pump fake with his arms.
2:41 left in the fourth. 52-45, Mid-Valley. Now Tyler O'Connor, 6-foot sophomore, works against pressure to get the ball to Toluto. And underneath they look to Mike Miller, and no basket. 1-1. Let's check this. Let's check the foul for you. Number 11 they put up on the board, and that is Nick Bertholf. Let's check that. Caleb Vigil.
That's his fourth.
So that's his fourth personal foul. And on the free throw line is Mike Miller, a 60% free throw shooter, a 6'5" junior center for the Mid-Valley Spartans, up 52-45. Fans really into it here in Carbondale. And he hits the free throw. Mike Miller with one more free throw toss on the way for Mid-Valley. Sounds like a drum roll. He hits two. 54-45.
All right, for Mid-Valley, a big stop here for Lakeland. They have to score, and they have to get a big stop down the other end.
Lakeland down by 9 with 2:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Curnow in the lane, puts up the shot, misses. Ball is rebounded by O'Connor, and a foul called on Lakeland.
I'll tell you, O'Connor is everywhere. He's taken over the leadership role since Rosenkrantz left the game. He's at the ball everywhere, defensively, offensively. He's a good foul shooter. He's rebounding.
Tyler O'Connor on the stripe for the Mid-Valley Spartans. Misses. Ball is into the hands of James Lewis. Second personal foul, by the way, on Jake Curnow. 54-45. Curnow dishes off, and there's an open look for Lakeland underneath, and they misfire. O'Connor has the rebound. Work it out to Mercanti. He gets it across mid-court. O'Connor gets it back. 1:50 on the clock, and right now, Mid-Valley could be very selective, but Miller will take it to the basket. It's rejected by Curnow. Ball is loose. Who wants it? Lakeland comes up with it. Borowski flips it. Here's the fast break, and they throw it away. They had the opportunity right there, Glenn.
Yeah, well, they just have to use their heads a little bit. You need to score every time down the court.
Lakeland down by 9, Mid-Valley on the inbound with 1:35 left. Toluto takes the inbound pass. They're facing a lot of pressure by Lakeland. Zebach gets it at the free throw line underneath to a wide open Mike Miller. Somebody missed an assignment under the basket defensively, and it's 56-45. Now Curnow down the lane, lays it up with a right hand and scores with 1:15 remaining. And there is a timeout called by, I believe, Mid-Valley, with the Spartans leading 56-47 as we go to a break.
When it comes to checking accounts, don't let free gifts mask big fees. At NBT Bank, we know better banking starts with better checking. Say yes to great service, mobile banking, and no monthly fees. Plus, you can feel good knowing NBT is top rated in customer satisfaction. Stop by your local NBT branch today to open an NBT checking account or open one online at nbtbank.com/checking. NBT Bank, for everything that counts. Member FDIC.
Well, it's been a wild one here in Carbondale in this championship game of the 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic. 1:15 remaining, and the Mid-Valley Spartans hold a 56-47 lead over the Lakeland Chiefs.
Well, again, Lakeland made their run. Mid-Valley answered. Lakeland had a few opportunities, but got a little sloppy. You don't have to, you're down 7 points. You got 3-4 minutes on the clock. That's more than enough time. And maybe maybe they'll learn something here about what needs to be done in the crucial part of the game. But Mid-Valley's got two good players out there in Toledo and O'Connor. And as I said, O'Connor just took this game right over when Rosenkrantz, who I think is the mainstay of their game.
Oh, there's a block on the inbound by Vigil and a foul. Mid-Valley was trying to inbound the basketball, and a great block. 2 seconds come off the clock, 1:13 remaining. And
if you're Lakeland, that's what you want. You want to be able to try to score with no time running.
Third personal foul on Tyler O'Connor of Mid-Valley. That will place Vigil on the stripe, and he misses the free throw.
Have to make those.
Crunch time right now for Lakeland. Vigil, 5'7" sophomore, converts on the second shot. 56-48. 1:09 remaining. There's a loose ball. Lakeland has it. They get it into Lewis. He lays it in with the right hand. And the lead is down to 6 for Mid-Valley, 56-50. Pressure now by Lakeland. Toluto for Mid-Valley will dribble away. They dribble away from traffic. Mid-Valley has to spread out their offense right here and work some clock.
Have to foul.
Clock down to 46 seconds underneath Toledo. Went up with a shot, missed it. Mid-Valley keeps it alive, and there is I believe, a foul called on the far side. Mid-Valley will go to the free throw line as Austin Zebach will be on the stripe. He is a 5'10" junior guard. First personal foul on Thomas Pidgeon of Lakeland. Both teams with 10 personal fouls, so it's the bonus situation, and Zebach calmly hits the free throw to give Mid-Valley a 7-point lead.
It's a 3-possession game now.
Austin Zebach with the second free throw. All net.
I will say, Steve, I have to run right after this because we have to get this whole thing set up, but I would say the foul shooting and the defense of Mid-Valley won this game for them today.
8-point lead for Mid-Valley with 41 seconds to play here in the fourth quarter.
Can't
Lakeland
fool around,
has to
boys.
move quickly.
Can't fool around.
V-Hill, they have to attack the basket. V-Hill puts up the shot, misses. Ball is loose, goes out of bounds, and Mid-Valley will have possession with 30.6 seconds remaining. Jordani Cardenas will inbound the basketball. Along the right baseline, Jerry Borowski defending. Cardenas looking, they find Toledo, and Toledo will work it back to Cardenas. Loose ball, Lakeland has it. Borowski lays it in with a left hand with 24 seconds left. It's 58-52. More pressure by Lakeland. 18 on the clock. Cross court they go.
It's a walk.
Loose ball, the ball goes out of bounds, and we'll check the possession for you with 12.8 seconds left.
How did he miss that walk?
Now a foul called on Lakeland with 12.8 seconds left. Mid-Valley looking to capture the title. And the free throw is good by Austin Zebach. 59-52 your score with 12.8 seconds remaining. And Austin Zebach with the second shot, got the roll. Ball hit the rim, kissed the glass, and dropped in. 60-52 your score. Mid-Valley, 12.8 seconds left. Lakeland has it. Long three by V-Hill. Off the rim, 8 seconds left. Put back won't fall by Lakeland. Mid-Valley has it as the final seconds will tick away. And the Mid-Valley Spartans are the champions of the 47th annual Pete Turonis NBT Bank Holiday Classic with a 60-52 victory over the Lakeland Chiefs. Very impressive win by the Mid-Valley Spartans as they hit on all cylinders here tonight, Glenn.
They played very well defensively, and down the end they made a ton of foul shots. They're solid. They're a solid team. They're not a big team, but they're a solid team. They're a quick team. They played very well, and they deserve their 7th out of the last 8 tournament.
And they win it here tonight by the score of 60-52. Glenn, I know you have to run. Great working the game with you. Have a very happy New Year.